Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Ken MacDonald. Ever since I was a boy, I have been a huge fan of movies. And this year, at the International Film School Festival in Munich, I will have the privilege of meeting some of the world's best upcoming filmmakers. Hopefully, they will not only share their vision of filmmaking with me, but also some of the secrets to the magic of movies. Right then, let's get started. This year, we have 46 filmmakers from 18 different countries. There's 750 minutes of film, or an average of 16 minutes per film. The statistics are for mathematicians. So let's get back to the important stuff. What, in your opinion, is the secret to a great movie?
Oh fuck.
Oof. Jeez, that's difficult.
So let's see.
To enjoy each second of making it.
A good story.
It's a secret.
Good pictures.
I don't know, I think the story needs to be good.
A movie that no one else could do should be the best movie you can do.
Yeah.
Would any of us go to film school if we knew that?
I guess vision, and I think it's just really important to stick with your instincts.
A strong and motivated crew who believe in the product.
It should just come from within. I think that's the essence, whatever the script or subject may be.
You need to be passionate about your story, and the way you tell, you're gonna show that.
To be unpredictable.
I think the topic has to resonate with you.
I have absolutely no idea.
To share my point of view of the life, or
I want to be close to the actors.
You have to touch you, have to suck you inside.
If anyone has the answer, please let me know.
Just honesty, probably. What is kind of the glue that holds all the best ones together.
But if there's a secret, I'm still searching for it.
I think surprise.
Sometimes just sweet fuck all happen, so you know. But if they happen, then I got it.
Cinema, it's team working.
There's gotta be something surprising.
Money time, the good script.
If it comes from inside you, it will always be perfect.
How about your inspiration and your ideas? Where does it come from for you?
what I feel about the story.
From life.
Most of the time under the shower.
You have to trust your gut as a director.
You can't find inspiration. Inspiration finds you at some point.
It comes from still photography for me as a cinematographer.
Just not limiting myself to film.
From observing.
It's a kind of therapy for myself as well.
You don't need to think a lot about these things, you know. You need just to take the pen and begin to write.
Is it weird to say yourself? That you get your... No, not your... That's the worst answer you could do.
Watching the reality.
I need to spend a lot of time on the location.
Eating is a great inspiration for me. Oh.
Locations giving us the ideas.
I'm very influenced by the absurd.
Just listening to yourself and listening to what's outside of you.
Definitely personal experience.
People snoring on the plane, everything, you know.
So, do you have any suggestions for things you should avoid at all costs?
Avoid at all costs. I don't know.
Mel Gibson? Mel Gibson.
Or
I'll avoid nothing.
Probably bears.
Worrying too much.
Sometimes because the sound engineer didn't sleep well or the cinematographer didn't have a coffee, like of these small things, there is a lot of problem.
Tigers, anything that could eat you.
The biggest thing to avoid is to make it feel like a job. And then the point is lost. Then we could be doing anything, you know. Then we could be sitting in a bank, or we could be selling insurance probably. The moment it starts to feel that I have to finish it because I have to finish it, then there is a problem. You should enjoy the process. I think the best thing about filmmaking is the process while we are making film.
You have to let go of expectation, I think, because you have this film that you think it's going to become, and it always becomes something else, and you should let it go wherever it goes.
Maybe you will do some mistakes, but that's the best way of
being sure it wasn't a mistake. You have to go your own way till the end.
It's just beautiful. It's like how life should be, you know.
What's one of the coolest things to a great movie?
As a filmmaker?
Yeah.
And that's the only way I know to be completely happy.
Everything. Like, that's why I do this job.
Yeah.
You know?
That first screening, when you're able to see your work come together, especially when you're with an audience, and like you get to hear them react to it.
So it's quite like, it's exciting and fun, and I don't have to go to fucking. I don't have to go to work. Like I don't have to go to a real job. I feel incredibly kind of happy and feel safe and feel like I'm at home. Feel like it's my home. I'm home. That's the cool thing.
I think there's probably a cinema god or something somewhere. Yeah.
Everything is very important.
You know, like big films, they don't depend of like big money. They depend of like great stories.
So if I was making a movie, would you help me?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I've got you on camera, man.
Of course.
Come and give me a hand. Yeah. Great. Brilliant.
Depends on what's what, because my biggest fear of being on the film set is that I direct, which means that most of the time I don't have a fucking clue what I'm doing.
Yeah, absolutely. I love crewing.
Yeah, I'll help you make tea if that's what you're asking.
What's the title of the film?
Searching for Clara.
Do we want a man or a woman in the lead role?
Let's say Clara.
Clara. It's a girl.
I see it realistic, very realistic.
Oh, cool.
Her sister.
Maria.
In the desert.
In Haiti.
Then you can do some flashbacks.
It sounds quite confusing.
Maybe because he's in the clouds and she is really down to earth.
Probably.
It's all in David Bowie's head.
But Bruno.
Sitting in his hotel in the upper floor with his screen and flying around with his quadcopter and checking out the whole island all the time. And then...
Fresh into the Garden of Needs system.
Here's a sister.
Alright, so did you had a lot of beer?
And that's how we, together, came up with the following story.
We're gonna sell this one like for gold.
Our protagonists are estranged 80-year-old twins. Clara, who lives in the forest of Haiti, and Maria, who lives by the sea in the Dominican Republic. Our antagonist is Bruno, a hotel mogul from the Dominican Republic, who observes both sides of the island by launching octocopters from the roofs of his hotel. After one of his octocopters crashes into the garden of Maria, he convinces her to help him find her long-lost sister, Clara. Does Bruno have ulterior motives? What is Clara's secret? And will the sisters be reunited?
I would let that into question at the end of the movie. Open ending. Okay. Always.
Okay.
Always. I like that.
No bad ending, happy ending.
Happy ending. So we couldn't decide on what kind of ending we wanted. But there is one thing we could decide on. And that is that popcorn is awesome. Popcorn, sweet or salty?
Half and half. You tip. I worked in the cinema for a long time. You tip the tub on the side. You put in half of the sweet, then you put the salt in, then stand it back up, and you get half and half. It's the only way to eat popcorn.
Sounds like a cultural thing, though.
I love popcorn because popcorn is something. It's about transformation. You have a little kernel of corn, and it's like when you have an idea for a film. And then this idea can explode to something great, and either it tastes salty or sweet.
Salty.
I am more sweet.
It depends on the movie.
Salty.
Salty for me.
Usually salty.
Sweet and salty both.
Sweet and salty.
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 Everything else is kind of... it's not right.
Both.
Salty always,
Salty. Yes, absolutely.
It depends of the film. Salty.
Go, take it all!
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Salty.
Salty.
It can be sweet, it can be salty, but with spices.
The girls are gonna kill me when they see what we've done.
None.
Definitely sweet.
None.
None.
I never eat popcorn.
What?
Not in the cinema, never.
The worst thing that they invented for the cinema.
I'm quite annoyed when people eat popcorn.
I don't like popcorn.
I have a problem. I really don't like popcorn.
But why?
I hate popcorn.
I hate popcorn.
It was so much fun getting to know you all. But please don't break my little heart. Give popcorn a chance.